Alright, so this is my second time recording this. And this is What If Female Deku Was Sirenhead Part 4. Now, I believe where we last left off. We had Principal Nezu beginning to question, Izumi. So, we'll start from there. As we cut back to Izumi being questioned by Principal Nezu, as he would ask her, why was she with a group of villains? As she would state that she doesn't remember anything from she doesn't remember why she was with them. As she'd say that one moment she was kidnapped and the next she was here. As she would say that she doesn't remember anything in between that at all whatsoever. As the questioning would go on for a couple of hours, as Nezu would say that he thanks her for her time, as once they step out of the office, Endeavor is standing there, and Endeavor, being the massive douchebag that he is, asks why the hell are they keeping a villain like her in the school infirmary? As Nether would then state that, from us questioning her, she didn't appear to be fully conscious when she was with those villains. Nor did she have full control of her. Nor did she have any control of her actions. As Endeavor would say that she was probably just lying to you so that she could get away with it. As Nether would say, that's highly unlikely. From the fact that we do have the evidence that this collar right here, as he would gesture toward the collar. Now, for those of you who are asking me for like a physical description, who are wondering what it looks like, it sort of looks like the slave collars from the Fallout series. As Nether would say, now, if you could kindly back off from this, the questioning of her is over, therefore you do not need to butt in. As Nether would walk by Endeavor, with Endeavor leaving the premises as well. And a couple of hours later, we get to Nether when he's in his office. As he hears a knocking on his office door, as he would tell the person who was knocking to come in. As Toshinori would walk into the office. as Nether would say, "Ah, All Might, you're here." As All Nori would say, "Yes, I am. Now, I'd like to discuss something about the Izumi girl." As Nether would say, "Oh, and what would that be?" As All Might would say, "I think that she should be let into UA's hero course." As All Might would say that her quirk is quite powerful, and if used for heroic purposes, it could bring the crime rate down even further, and that it would help with the that idea of not everybody with a villainous quirk is inherently villainous. Give me a minute. Alright, as another would say, well, UA is a school for those who want to be heroes, to become heroes. As another would say, we had also questioned, Miss Yu, on what her, on, Izumi before she had gone missing, as she had stated that Izumi had wanted to be a hero as well. So I couldn't see why not. As Neza would say, we also have a spot still open from Aizawa's quirk assessment test. As All Might says, that's pretty good because she could fill out that slot. As Neza would say, but I'd have to run it past all the UA staff members, and it'd have to be a majority vote. With All Might saying, that is fair enough. As a couple days would go by, as the pro heroes on site would come to the decision as of letting Izumi go to UA. As the day after the verdict reached, Izumi was taken to the dorms, as she would be directed to her room, as she would have been told to decorate, said that she could customize the room to however she feels, with her spending a couple hours in the room, as when she was done, her room had a woodland quite like appearance, with some actual plants and all that, and some leaves all over the place, and some audio recordings of sounds that she can mimic, or can learn to mimic, because as we all know, if we've read Sirenhead's wiki page, or just have general knowledge of Sirenhead, they have the ability to mimic sounds. So we'll continue on here now with you and Izumi basically catching up with Izumi asking you what had happened in the year since she had gone missing, as you would say that that her and the children from the orphanage that she looked after were searching for her, and that they were all pretty sad that when they learned that you had gone missing. And when I went there and told them that we had found you, they were so relieved. And in fact, some of them even came to visit you, but since they didn't have student IDs, they weren't allowed in. With hold on, give me a minute. Sorry about that. As Izumi would say, well, I guess I'll visit them tomorrow then, due to it being a weekend. With you saying, yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. As the next day, Izumi would walk to the orphanage where the kids were, as she would end up knocking on the door. With the boy, his quirk is like a cartoon cat, would open up the door. Now, I don't think I specified the ages of these kids. Their ages range between 13 to 15 years old. So the boy with the cartoon cat quirk is one of the older ones, so he's about 15, and the others are around 14 to 13. As they would open up the door, as they would see Izumi standing there, as the boy with the cartoon cat quirk would say, Izumi, is that you? As she would say, in the flesh, as he would have ran up and hugged her, as he say that we all missed you so much. What happened? And Izumi would say, well, I think I'll explain it once everybody's gathered around. As once the kids heard that Izumi was at the door, they all literally it was like a tsunami, as they'd all basically dogpile on her. I should say that I'm guessing you're all quite happy to see me. And that is where I'm going to leave it off. Now, I'm going to need a ship for this what if. If you guys don't want a ship, then that's fine. But if you guys want a ship, do let me know what you want the ship to be. No. So, that's where I'm going to leave it off. And I'll see you guys next time. Also, actually, hold on. For those of you who have made it to the end of the video, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what will be coming in the next. Hold on, what if will come out show you in what if that'll be coming out in the next 5 days. Alright, so here's the basic idea of it, and it's only going to be featuring this image right here. So that's it. I do hope you guys enjoyed this what if, and I will see you next time. Nope.